guys, I'm back after a few months. I am back. A lot has changed. I'm gonna get into it because I want to explain my new strategy that has been making me profitable. So just a quick update because it's been almost 3 months since my last video. I have officially went live those 2 or 3 months ago. And I had some trials and tribulations. So, with paper trading, you're really not emotional when you lose. It sucks, but there's no emotional attachment because you didn't lose any real hard working money. When I went live, everything was handy dandy. I was still using the ICT method and also swing trading, where I was holding trades for 4 hours up to 4 days out the week. And great profit, small loss, profit, small loss. Then I got greedy and took the biggest loss I could ever imagine. Do I want to say it publicly? I'm going to hold that number. Just know it was a lot. Just know it was a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot. I had it written down in my journal, but saying it out loud to a computer, it's like, bro. Woo! I remember I was sitting right here when I had to accept that loss. But yeah, anyways, so that humbled me. And I took a break, not too long, about a couple days, almost a week. And I was like, okay. I realized with live trading, after this loss, I don't want to step away from the computer. I want to make my money and get out. Make my money and get out. Make my money and get out. Take my loss. Live to trade another day. So I went and became a scalper. I was still intraday trading, but the thing was, I don't know what I wasn't doing, but it wasn't working out for me. The ICT method was not working out for me as a day trader. And that's crazy. I mean, as a day trader. And it's crazy because usually you become a day trader and then you start off as a day trader and then you go to swinging. But I am happy like this. I came from swinging to scalping. And I love it. I have been seeing profits left and right. I am currently trading both Forex and futures because I want to see what is a better option. I'm leaning towards futures. I bought a Top Step X combine and I'm loving futures. I don't know if it's because of the ease or whatnot, but yeah, with Forex, I'm trading live, my live account, my money. And I only stick to gold because I did gold and NAS 100, but I don't like NAS 100. So, or US 30. Y'all can have that. Y'all can have that. But XAU USD gold, that's fine. With futures, I'm trading MNQ. Sometimes I trade MES. I'm looking at MYM, but I don't have too many things in the budget. My main two is gold and MNQ. Those are my babies. MES is just for when those two aren't doing anything, but MES kind of follows MNQ, but that's my third option. So yeah, my new strategy now, I still incorporate ICT, but my diamond, gold, platinum strategy is supply and demand. So shout out to, there's a lot of people I want to shout out real quick. Shout out to Camilla Harris, her Instagram and her YouTube is her trading journal. Shout out to her. Shout out to Doyle Exchange. Shout out to JeaFx, JeaFx. I think he's from London. He got a British accent. And I feel like there was someone. Oh, what's his name? What's his name? Sniper Anonymous. What's his name? Delante Brady. Shout out to him. I followed his wife. Well, follow his wife on Instagram. They are a plant-based family, and she be cooking up meals and inspiring me. And she had posted her man's work profession, and he teaches for free. So I got into his community and I learned a lot about myself. He taught indicators, and I use that as confluence, but I like a clean, naked chart still. So when I found supply and demand, I was like, this strategy, along with his teachings and learning discipline and logging stuff and having people watch you because you're in a community. So all that together made me who I am today. And I am highly blessed. I am grateful for this journey. And now I want to come back and share with you guys so we can make money together. Or this is just me venting and my trading journey. I'm not going to take her trading journal's name. I'll figure out. Tashina Trades so far. Tashina Trades. Okay, so I want to show you guys my top-down analysis on how I come up with my daily bias so that I can scalp and live to trade another day. Let's see. Share screen. Where you at? I don't even remember what I did. Did I do over the shoulder or as background? Yeah, I'm still not an editor, so this is raw and uncut. Content only. That means I won't be in it. I mean, I don't care to be in it because y'all gonna look at the screen. I really can't remember what I did. All right, good luck to me. Share. Okay. Oh, I don't remember what to do. Okay, so I took a trade today and I made profit. So I'm going to break that down using the supply and demand. So first, when I step onto the charts, I like to see, and this is great too because the market is closed because it's MLK Day. And it'll reopen for Asian session, and I trade Asian session. So now I can see what the market did. Okay, so I go on my daily chart, right? And I like to see, I'm only on here to see what the candle did. What the candle did. What happened during the day? So I see we closed bearish today. When I got on this AM, I seen that we closed bearish yesterday. And I make note of that. I drop down to my 4 hours. My 4-hour time frame is when I see the trend. We've been in this support and resistance. So remember, I found my support line because 1, 2, 3 touches. I made that support line because I was on the charts at like 7 a.m. today. So I was like, okay, this is support, which it is because price bounced back. And then here's our resistance, right? And that's all I care about. That is legit all I care about on my 4-hour time frame. We're not in a bullish trend. We're not in a bearish trend. We are in a consolidation. I can actually stretch that out here, but I'm fine here for now. But yeah, since here, we've been at a range. 1 hour time frames, 1 hour, I mark my supply and demand zones sometimes. Sometimes, not all the time. Like, and when I mark my zones, some people, if you watch videos, if you do trade supply and demand, some people find their supply with a bullish candle close, or like me, I don't care what the candle looks like. I'm all about price action. I care about the highest swing point. So if I wanted to, where my stuff at? My laptop has my favorites. Why doesn't this? Huh. I like to include the whole candle and the wick. That's not the best example I would want to give, but 1 hour, 1 hour supply zone. So I would mark that. Say if I got on the charts here, I would have marked that, and then I would have looked to sold short right here because price went into that supply zone and dropped down. That would have made good bank. Short position. Say if you do an aggressive entry. So there's three different entries. Aggressive is getting in as soon as price hits your zone. Conservative is waiting for a bearish candle in this situation to close. So if I went conservative on this candle, I would have entered, remember where it's closing at? It closes here. I would have entered here, which is, not the best entry because it's so far away from the zone. And then your stop loss is so high. And it would have taken you out with that gap. It should have, right? Because price did go down there when it gapped down. But yeah, it would have been best to do a aggressive entry, which would have been right there. I would have put my stop loss. Some people put their stop loss right at their zone. I say go up because sometimes price does wick through the zone to take liquidity and then goes down. Because there was some times where I got stopped out because my stop loss was right below where it wicked out and then went to my direction. And yeah, but this is the hour chart anyways. I definitely shouldn't have done that. I got ahead of myself. Anyways, yeah, that was bad. But yeah, that's my hour supply zone. But sometimes I don't mark it. It just has to be really clear to me. 30 minutes is the same thing, just 2 more candles added to each 1 hour zone. See the same thing going on, still the same range. 15 minutes. Now, this is my bread and butter. I love finding the 15-minute supply and demand zone. They hold stronger to me. A lot of people do the 5-minute supply and demand zone. I do sometimes. I like to use it as confluence. I like my 5-minute and my 15-minute to match up. Between you and I had actually tried this on the 1 minute and the 15-second time frame. Quick scalps, I do not recommend. I was making bank, but how quick you can make it is how quick you can lose it. And I had no problem with it. If I wanted to do it, I'll keep doing it on the 15-second and the 1 minute. But it's like you have to be focused and keep like your concentration. And my slight ADD can't take it. Anyways, yeah, 15 minutes. This was the opening, right? Yeah, Asian session opening. I didn't trade last night. I wasn't in the mood, so I didn't want to get in the charts. But I want to find a greater example. I guess I'll just scroll down to what I did today. So I got on the charts around 7 o'clock-ish. Yeah, around here, and that makes sense. So I have marked up, I seen this supply zone right here. Right there, which is why I marked it. And then I seen a demand zone. Why is it smaller? Right here. And yeah, because price was actually right up here when I got on. So it was almost 8. So I said, ooh, set me an alert. And I seen that I liked how this looks because price bounced off this support, this green line down here. So I was like, okay, we're going back up. Like we might be hitting that supply zone, right? So I marked my demand zone. I got my alerts. Now all I needed was a bullish candle close. Got it right here. I got in exactly where this gray line is at. And I set my TP. I didn't want to break the high. I just wanted to go below the high right there. And price executed. So I definitely skipped steps. Supply and demand. There's 4 rules. Find your trend is 1. Break of structure is 2. Your entry. How do you want to enter? Do you want to be aggressive or do you want to be conservative? Or break up the candle. Break up the candle is breaking up the last candle. So this candle went into our demand zone. Break up the candle is entering once price goes above this candle. So I chose conservative. I wanted a bullish confirmation that price was going up. So I enter on the 5-minute. Even though I mark my supply and demand zones on the 10-minute, I go on based on the 5-minute. That's why this, because I moved it that. So I moved that here. And this was better. When the candle does not come in your box, that's better. The bigger, the better. The bigger, the better. When a wick is only in your zone, that's beautiful. It's beautiful. I loved this. I loved this. Oh, great. I moved down here, remember. I think that's where I entered. No, I entered right here. Yeah, that's. Didn't I have another one? Yeah. Okay. Try to remember the numbers. Right. I had it right there. Okay. Yeah, so I entered there. Now, I actually got out early because I was scared. I was on the way to the gym and I wasn't as calm as I like to be. I made not a mistake, but I got out there. Push that on. I got out here. I did. Where this green box is cut. If I would have held, price literally wicked into my target profit and then dropped down to my stop loss. So I should have held, and it happened 3 minutes after I got out. But of course, when you have high anxiety, when you're looking for a reason to get out, like me, I just wanted to see profit before I started my workout. And then during my workout, something said, check and see what price did. Did it go to that stop loss like you said? And it did, but it hit your TP. Oh well. Oh well. I still got green, but I'm learning to trust it. One thing I learned about myself is as soon as price goes in my direction, I like to put my stop loss right at break even. So it's like I ain't losing nothing, not even the commission fee for placing this. And it hurt me more because sometimes price does go back to your break even and then shoots in your direction. So it's like I was getting out too early and only making $1.16, including the commission fee. But with this situation, I was at the gym parking lot, and what scared me what scared me was this candle. This this candle. I seen the double top. There's hardly any wicks. So I'm like, and I have to study that. I'm not perfect. We still in profit. We still making money over here. But I'm human. I run through my emotions. But when I didn't see there was no wick on these two, I was like, oh, price about to go down. I said, price about to go down. There's no liquidity to grab. I'm like, they're not going back here. And they did. Right after they took out these people's liquidity, these people's buy stops, price shot down. Came right up here, took them out, and then shot down. And this is where I had my TP at. I just need to trust myself. That's it. It works. The system works. Ain't nothing wrong with the system. It's just me. I'm the problem. I could have made more, but I'm so happy for what I did make. So I want to show a clean step by step, right? So after price bounced off the support, I found the trend. I was like, we moving back up. Price broke structure. Let me show y'all. We made a swing high. Price broke structure right there. So after price break structure, you find your new demand zone, which would have been here, which price did come. I'm on the 5-minute. So after this price broke this structure. Oh, sorry. This is your recent demand zone. Five-minute demand zone. Swing high, broke structure, my recent demand zone. Price went into that demand zone. So this is when you would buy. long. I would have put stop loss right below, and you could have made if you went aggressive, you could have made your 1-to-1 here, or if you like to ride it, 1-to-2, could have made a 1-to-2. What about 1-to-3? A 1-to-3 would have even hit. And that's it. Break a structure, find your zone, enter. I love supply and demand zone. The hardest part is your psychology. The hardest part is accepting if you followed your A plus setup, if you lose, you're going to lose, with the A plus setup sometimes. But I like to have confluences too. But yeah, but I didn't enter off of that one. So I entered, we have another break of structure. This is our swing high. Price broke structure here. You will go to your nearest demand zone. This was mine. Here. You wanted to enter there. When price went back down, you could have. Price tapped your zone and shot up before invalidating it afterwards. If you went aggressive, could have made a 1-to-2. Easy. 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 The hardest, like I said, the hardest part is your psychology. Can you hold? Can you walk away from the charts and let it do its thing? Can you accept your loss with an A plus setup? Can you not overtrade? Looking for more setups? And can you close your laptop if your setup doesn't show? There's some days where I can't do supply and demand. My neighbors are crazy. But yeah. And this would have been a great example of price. It didn't really invalidate. So 15-minute supply if you want to sell short. If you did the 5-minute, you would have had to have went aggressive. This is your 5-minute. This is why I say I like the 15-minute. 15 minutes holds stronger because 15 minutes would have allowed you to get in. I think it was like right here. Like when price touched here, I would have waited for that candle to close conservatively because you want a bearish candle close to see like, okay, price has an opportunity to go down. Now, what's scary is the part that it closed inside your zone. But if this is a risk, if you did go in aggressive, stop loss right there, and you still could have hit a 1-to-1 right there. It took it all the way to a 1-to-7. You still could have made profit right there. Then price came back up and invalidated the zone, and now we're closed. So that's it. That's simple. Yeah, this is my return video. I don't really like how I structured this because this was free balling, but I'm gonna come back. I actually might start to live trade, like while the market is open, so I can record my emotions because I'm hilarious. I'm talking out loud to myself, like, yo, bro, I probably need to record this so people could know. Yeah. But yeah, you guys. So this was MNQ. Let me see how. While I was on here, I could clearly see what we're doing before Asian session opens up tonight at 6. We might be coming to fill this gap it created last night. That's my bias. We are on a bullish streak now. Oh, I like this indicator too. So my indicators that I currently use is a fair value gaps, helps me see the gaps. The multiple time frame, I love this. I do it myself. My indicators are my eyes, but to have a backup confluence, I love that. Market structure, I don't use this anymore because now since I know market structure, but this one was good. Higher high, lower low, higher low, change of character, but now I'm capable of doing it myself. But beginning off, these were helpful. Same thing, I just depended on which one I preferred. Another swing high. Oh, I had three. High, lower, low. Oh, I use these two together. Lux Algo had good indicators. Yeah, I used to use these two together. But then I got tired of like the shooting star. And then when you hover over, that'd be blocking it. Yeah, and then I found him last because I liked his cleaner. And sessions. I don't use this anymore, but I edit it to my liking because I used to trade New York AM, Asian session, and London session. I didn't like touching New York PM, but this is a good indicator too if you want to see like what price, what session took out whose highs. So before closing, we took out London's high. That was London's high. We literally just swooped out their liquidity by a wick. So we have not yet taken out Asian's high. So, but I don't use this anymore because now I can see myself. But this was helpful too when I was trying to figure out my patterns. I like to see, like, okay, this was last week. New York session takes out Asians' liquidity. London session. London always, not always, but London consolidates a lot. If London consolidates, expect a lot going on for New York session. So this was very helpful. See here, London went bullish. New York really didn't do too much, like chop, 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 chop. And then towards the end, we went down. So that's another pattern too. Asian usually doesn't consolidate, but it did this day. I liked using this to help me figure out. That's how I was journaling to seeing which sessions do I love better. Asian session is more cleaner to me. It doesn't have all these wicks that New York does. That's why I love Asian session. I get on the chart at 6. I let it run to see what it's doing. And I'm off the charts by like 10:30. I'm trying to find my balance because sometimes I don't go to bed till like midnight. And then I wake up at like 5 or 6. So I'm still a student. I'm still learning. I'm still loving it though. But yeah, I wanted my comeback video. Yeah, I love this journey I'm on. So let me stop here before I become long-winded. And yeah, I don't know how to close the video. Thanks for watching. I actually might start a community. I know I might be speaking too soon, but I'm doing this for me. You know, I need a place to vent because trading is a lonely journey, but you don't have to be alone. So yeah, this will be a little fun, cute community. But okay, guys. Until next time.